The school grounds shimmered in the gentle warmth of the morning sun, still wrapped in the hush of early activity. A sense of anticipation hovered in the air. Beneath the surface of routine, everyone was secretly preparing for the school festival. The mages who posed as students conspired quietly to craft the perfect surprise, especially for Ghana, who had yet to experience such a celebration. But Altria and Mordred were already on the schoolyard, ensuring everything was set in place and the scene looked perfectly ordinary.
So, this is the spot where Ghana and Jen are supposed to show up, right? Correct, just act naturally when they arrive.
Moments later, Ghana appeared at the far end of the field, walking side by side with Jen Dark. They didn't speak a word, but the way they moved, close, in sync, evoked the quiet intimacy of teenage friends. The kind shared by close friends, or perhaps something deeper. Jen's gait was composed, while Ghana's eyes roamed gently over the surroundings. Mordred leaned in closer to Altria, her voice hushed but tinged with mischief.
Father, don't you miss it? Making Ghana blush? Seeing him get all flustered and aroused? What are you implying? Come on, it's been so long since he was with us. Don't you want to see that look on his face again? The one where he's flushed, breathless, aroused?
Altria's lips parted slightly, the air catching in her throat. A flush threatened to rise on her otherwise composed face.
Well, of course I want to. But, no. Mordred, listen. We've already pushed the limits. Hypnotizing Ghana, tampering with his memories. It cost everyone so much. He's practically immune to that kind of thing. The fact that he believes he's just a normal high schooler is a miracle. Don't ruin his experience. Our husband deserves this fleeting illusion.
Mordred placed a hand on her hip, glancing at Altria with a mischievous but oddly respectful glint.
Relax, I'm not going to break the hypnosis. Just watch.
Altria didn't stop her. She was too curious now, too tempted. Bounding ahead with characteristic energy, Mordred weaved toward Ghana and Jen, her movement light and almost playful. She hopped once, spun on her heel, then jumped again, as if testing the suppleness of her body in the morning sun.
What on earth is she doing?
Mordred stopped a few paces in front of the duo. Her eyes locked onto Ghana's, and her lips curled into a grin that danced between innocence and provocation.
Ghana, mind helping me out real quick?
Huh? Help you with what?
You usually don't ask for help. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful today. Don't want to pull something before the warm-ups. Just watch my form and tell me if I'm doing it right.
Well, I'm no expert, but sure.
Perfect.
Without missing a beat, Mordred dropped smoothly to the ground, her body language a subtle balance of athletic grace and theatrical poise. She extended one leg straight behind her. Her upper body arched in a dramatic stretch, one arm lifted over her head, exposing her smooth underarm completely to Ghana's direct line of sight. Droplets of sweat slowly rolled down from her armpit, catching the light as it traced the curve of her body.
What the hell is she doing? Mordred dropped to the ground in front of me, her legs spreading as she began to stretch, back straight and arms raised above her head. Her t-shirt clung slightly to her back, damp with sweat, and when she lifted her arm, her toned side and glistening armpit came into full view.
The sight struck Ghana like a jolt. Her armpit, glistening with fresh sweat, shone subtly in the sunlight. Not vulgar or crude, just hypnotic.
Why can't I look away? Why am I staring at her armpit? Why does it feel so electric? Is this even stretching anymore? No. This feels like a dark side ritual. I feel a disturbance, not in the Force, but in me. Is this Empire rising, or Skywalker returning? No. Something's definitely rising. But it's not my lightsaber, and definitely not the Skywalker. Unless we're talking about my own personal saber igniting without consent.
Suddenly, Mordred's breathing changed. What had been steady exhales turned into something else, softer, more deliberate. Faint moans hidden beneath the guise of labored breath.
That wasn't a breath, that was a moan, controlled, restrained, but unmistakable. And, wait. She's breathing steam? What kind of stretch is this? How long is she going to stay like that? Is this the king of stretches? God, this is unfair? No, she knows exactly what she's doing. This is psychological warfare.
She shifted, slowly, elegantly, rising onto one leg. Her other knee lifted high against her chest, caught in a firm hold as her arms curled around her shin. The motion compressed her breasts inward, accentuating them beneath the now clinging fabric of her shirt. Her collarbone caught a glint of sunlight, a few beads of sweat lazily trailing down the valley of her chest.
Her breasts are being pressed by the very laws of physics. That's not just a stretch, that's a message, a warning, a declaration. This isn't just gym class. This is the Olympus of stretching. She's not just stretching herself, she's stretching me. Stretching my sanity, my composure, my will to resist.
Mordred tilted her gaze up, catching his expression. Instead of laughing, Mordred's expression softened.
Ghana, are you okay?
Ghana's mouth, slightly open. A thread of drool beginning to gather in the corner. His eyes, wide but helpless, fixated on every motion she made.
Well, don't mind me. Continue, stretching.
A flicker of amusement in Mordred's eyes. Not cruel but possessive. She was enjoying this, not just because she had control, but because she was remembering.
Hey, look at you, Ghana. Drooling like a fool. You're caught, helpless, and I haven't even started yet. But I see you. I know you.
Her thoughts curled around him like smoke, unseen but suffocating in their familiarity.
They replaced your memories clean. You can live your little schoolboy fantasy. But deep down, I still know you. Your darkest desires, your buried kinks. I'm your kink's origin story. You may have forgotten I'm your wife, but your body hasn't. Your soul hasn't. And no one can awaken the morbid hunger inside you like I do. Altria might be your twin flame. But me? I am your anchor. The one who nurtures your hunger. The one who feeds it. Who matches it. You've forgotten our nights, our rituals, our sacred sins, but I haven't. I carry them in my skin, in my breath, in every drop of sweat I just let you drink in. And don't worry, Ghana. When the time is right, I'll remind you. I'll bring you back to the edge, and watch you fall, willingly, beautifully, into our abyss we always loved to call home.
Altria stood frozen under the morning sun, her fingers curled into trembling fists. Her eyes, usually serene and composed, now burned with disbelief. The scene playing out before her was something she hadn't anticipated.
That reckless idiot, thick-skulled barbarian. What is she doing? Has she lost her mind? She's going to trigger Ghana's memories. Why is she doing this? That was not stretching. That was a mating dance from a lioness in heat.
Fueled by fury, Altria stormed across the schoolyard, her shoes thudding with increasing weight. But before she could reach them, Jen stepped in. Calm, precise, and utterly aware, she slid beside Ghana and gently grasped his wrist.
Walk with me, Ghana.
Wait, Mordred still needs supervision.
No, Ghana. What she needs is a cold shower and an exorcism.
With practiced grace, Jen pulled him gently yet firmly away, guiding him to a quieter corner beneath the trees. Mordred, in the distance, gave one final smirk, a self-satisfied, dangerous grin, as Ghana was pulled out of reach. Suddenly, a swift thwack landed on the top of Mordred's head. Altria, now trembling with restrained wrath, stood over Mordred, eyes blazing.
Are you trying to shatter everything we built?
Mordred rubbed her head.
He was drooling. Worth it.
Meanwhile, at the far end of the schoolyard, Jen stopped, turned, and faced Ghana. Her expression was calm, but there was a storm brewing behind her gentle demeanor.
Don't listen to Mordred. She's not serious. She's playing with you.
Playing? But Jen, she was just stretching. She said she needed supervision. Maybe, just maybe, but the possibility exists. Maybe it was an advanced technique.
No. She doesn't need supervision. She needs salvation.
Ghana blinked.
Salvation?
Yes, because Mordred is an ecchi.
Ecchi? You mean, like hentai?
Yes, she is peak hentai, a lustful being. Gym class demon. Gym shirt devil, you weren't supporting her, you were falling for her.
Ghana paused, uncertain whether to laugh or accept that Jen was being completely serious.
I mean, she did seem really into the stretching. Maybe, she just needs moral support.
No, she needs God.
A silence followed, heavy and uncertain. Jen turned away slightly, but her eyes lingered on Ghana's profile. His lips parted, his expression was confused and fragile. Something inside her twisted, unbidden.
Why did I pull him away? Was it really just to protect him? To preserve the illusion, to guard his memory from unraveling too soon? Or was it something else? Was it jealousy?
Guilt was threading through her chest like a slow burn.
I'm just someone close, someone convenient. But when I saw the way he looked at her, like he'd seen something familiar, something intimate, I panicked. But what am I trying to protect him from? The past? Or myself?
We've been lost, find the world is unknown. Every glass still leads me home.